Good morning, warriors. Happy Friday. Fernando here, God's Prepared Warrior. We've made it towards the weekend. You might say, Fernando, well, Friday's not over yet. And Fernando doesn't care. If Friday's here, the weekend is here. So that's just a formality. I hope you guys have a great day today on this Friday. And I'm super excited because we've been talking about National Preparedness Month and learning some tips I think that are important for us to learn. But today I wanna challenge you guys, right? I'm getting ready for my camping trip in November, and I'm looking at all of the things that I have that I've kind of whittled down to a one bag walk-in camping bag, I guess if you want to call it. I'll name it something later on, but in my backpack I have a first aid kit, and it's a basic first aid kit, and I am challenging myself to go above and beyond that basic medical or that basic first aid kit, and I'm wanting to create for myself a medical kit. Okay, so we go from first aid kit, which is probably just band-aids and gauze and tape, to bigger things, right? So I wanna to challenge you guys to go beyond the basics with your first aid, right? Having a medical kit is a must for every household. It is a must for every vehicle. It is a must for every backpacking trip you're going to take. You need to have a medical kit with you. If you might say, Fernando, I don't do those things. I just, go to work, come home, be with the family. Well, you need a medical kit at home, and especially if you're a prepper, right? You got to have that. It's so important. A good kit should cover the basics. You should have bandages, you should have antiseptic, you should have pain relievers, you should have gloves, you should have some kind of cutting shear, right? But that's only the first step, right? That's why I'm telling you, when I was looking at my bag the other day, I'm like, this first aid kit is just kind of like meh. You know what I mean? It's like it needs help. So I felt encouraged to build on my kit, and so I'm going to be doing that. But just remember, that's just kind of like the first step. In an emergency, professional help may be delayed, right? Depending on where we live, or it may be unavailable, and that's why it's not enough to just own a first aid kit. You need the skills to use it, right? Start with a basic first aid training, right? That's what you should do. You can go online at YouTube University and you can learn basic first aid training. But don't just stop there. I want to challenge you guys to make it a point to grow your skill, right? Learn how to, if there's like a big wound, learn how to stop that bleed, right? Go a little further, investigate. What do I have to do in case there's somebody who has a gunshot wound and they're bleeding out? How do I stop that? Or how do I help to kind of help prevent that person from becoming unalive while we're waiting for the paramedics or whatever, right? So take your training just a little further by learning how to do those things, right? Maybe it's learning how to do CPR, right? And not only that, but you learn first aid and you get your certification out of that, right? Now you're a certified CPR trained person that can do CPR, and and administer that first aid, right? Learn how to handle common emergencies, that you can be able to help that person that's injured, right? Talking about stopping the bleed, right? What if you took stop the bleed training, right? This teaches you how to control severe bleeding, one of the leading preventable causes of death in trauma. So it's important for us to take our skills and build up on top of them, right? Wilderness first aid, or maybe even learn a cert course, right? These build confidence in caring for others when help is far away. When I think about this, I think, preparedness isn't just about, storing food or water. It is those things, but it's not just those things, right? It's about becoming capable. It's about learning more. It's about just filling yourself with the knowledge, and even knowledge is a skill, right? For you to carry anywhere you go. And in a crisis, your training could save a life, right? Maybe even someone you love. So what can we do, right? Review your medical kit, because this is what I did. I'm looking at my medical kit and I'm like, man, we need to add to this thing, because you just never know, right? Think about the things that have come up in the news, right? If I'm getting my backpack ready for this camping trip, what was in the news? Somebody was killed on one of the trails in Arkansas. What if you were on that trail at just right after that happened, and you see that person there? How can you assist them, right? So review your medical kit, look at it. How can you build on top of that kit? What are some things that you are missing that you may need to take a course on, right? Or whatever, right? Ask yourself, do I know how to use everything in this kit, and what am I missing in here? If not, make a plan, right? Don't just have the medical kit or the first aid kit just to have the first aid kit. Open it. Look at all of the things that are in there, right? Familiarize yourself with all the little ointments, with all the Band-Aids and their uses and what's that Band-Aid for. And so that way, in an emergency, because you've taken that and you've put it to mental thought, you're going to remember what you have in your first aid kit, and you're going to use it in the event that there is an emergency, right? You should make a plan, and you should get trained this month. Let this be a goal for you, to seek training to add to your skill set, right? So that's what I got for you today, guys. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you get to come back and watch the videos I'm going to produce this weekend. I have a few. I think I'm going to do a video on my stove, and so that way you guys can see it in action. We didn't get to see it in action. I just kind of did a product review on it. This time we're going to see it in action. So look for that video, and I'm going to be posting some pictures this weekend too as well, of just some stuff, and let's talk about it. I'm excited about it. So stay tuned, guys, and then don't forget that every Monday we go live, and that's at 9 p.m. Central Time, and we would love for you to join the community there, the roundtable, on our God's Prepared Warrior Roundtable Live. So remember that. Go over there, and you'll see it this weekend. Click on the remind me later, and that way whenever we go live, you get that reminder, and you can join us there on our live show. It's going to be fun. So have a great Friday, guys. Have a safe weekend. Keep your head on a swivel, and remember, Stay vigilant and stay prepared. God's prepared warrior out. Have a great weekend.